Hello, Eastside Youth. Hopefully you guys are doing well. There's your hard work Sunday night. We've already had some folks who have signed up. Thank you guys again for making Valentine's. We've already had some people sign up to help deliver those, and we'll be participating in that as well here in a couple weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed a couple days off from school. It was much deserved, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is our midweek encouragement. So far, so good on tubing. As of right now, the plan is a go for tubing this Saturday. So just as a reminder, please get those permission slips in. It's all online. You can do it from your phone. It's real easy. Have your parents get those signed so that way we don't have to be trying to track down parents to do that on Saturday. So we can just load up and go. Try to be here at the church. We're going to aim to leave around 10. But if you guys can get here a little bit earlier than that, that is helpful to help us load the bus and do all that stuff. This is your midweek encouragement. We're going to continue in the Hall of Faith in Hebrews chapter 11, and we're going to be in verse 30 today. Just one verse. We're going to take it slow, but it's another isolated chunk that has a lot of stuff in the Old Testament. So Hebrews 11 verse 30 says, "By faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they had been encircled for 7 days." So this story, you can read about it back in the book of Joshua. And Joshua, they've had the changing of the guard, where Joshua has now come in as the leader of the people, and they're moving into the promised land. They're finally able to go in and begin taking the land. And one of the earliest spots that they come to is the city of Jericho, and it's just across the river that they had to cross to get into the land. And it's this big fortified city, and the people come to the edge of it, and they begin to be worried, because they're like, well, how are we going to take this thing? And the walls of Jericho, it was fortified. So they come to the edge of it, and it tells them, march around the city, and they march around it 7 times, and then for 7 days, and then on the 7th day, when they march around it, they shout, and it says that the Lord gave them the city. And the walls of Jericho came tumbling down. Now, there's been people who have tried to look at this and go, well, with the way they would have been located on every corner of the city, all facing in, and they all begin to shout at the same time, it could have made enough noise to make the walls come tumbling down. I am not convinced of this. I've been to concerts that seem too loud to be humanly possible, and they don't seem to take the walls down. And these are big walls made of durable stone and other sort of material. And so what happened? And the book of Hebrews says that it was by faith that the walls came tumbling down. God told them to go do this thing. Most people would try to figure out a way to get up and over the wall, or come up with some sort of a battle plan. And God says, no, I want you guys to walk around the city and in essence show the people of Jericho, hey, we're here, and we're just going to do a couple laps. And in doing so, they gave up every advantage that they could have against Jericho. The people inside Jericho, they see these people going around the city, and they have time to prepare, and it would seem that they did not. And then at the end of this 7 days of walking around the city of Jericho, the walls come down. And it says that it's by faith. And I think it's exactly that. The people of Israel and those who went out to fight and do this thing, they had to trust what God had told them. That if they did this thing, which doesn't make really that much sense, like we should be coming up with some sort of a plan of attack, not wandering around this city's walls. But they did it anyway because God told them that it would produce success. And so just over the Jordan River into the promised land, they see that when they follow the directions of God, and when they follow the things that God has given them, it will produce a desired result. In this case, it allowed them to take this fortified city of Jericho, which was an important thing for them to take in going in and settling the rest of the land. And so it is simply God allowing those walls to fall in response to their faith that what he said would produce a result did produce a result. And so it's a reminder that, one, there's times in our lives that we have to take action based on our faith. Like we have faith that, something will occur, or that something might happen if we go forward. And I would remind you that the story of Jericho is a good reminder that God is faithful, and that he showed up and the wall came down. But even if we feel like we're supposed to be taking action and things don't go the way we expect, that doesn't mean God's not faithful. It means that maybe he is working in some other way. And so I challenge you to look for ways to respond in faith to those things that you feel God calling to you in your life. But when they don't go how you expect, or maybe the result that in your brain is the one that is supposed to be happening, run to God and take it. Say, hey, like, this didn't go as I expected, and see what God is going to do and work in your faith when you experience that. So I hope you guys have a good week. We will see you hopefully Saturday for tubing, but definitely Sunday night for youth group. And we love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.